All right, I'm here at Harlingen South in the parking lot with two young gentlemen and an old friend. Ronnie Rios, you are the band director, and I've got Ethan and I've got Jeremiah, both captains, one of brass, one of woodwinds. Wow, it's hot out here.
But it feels great.
It does.
And we got students like this on this campus. It makes it all worthwhile.
Now, you don't really crank up the practice till a little bit later because of the heat, right?
Correct. And we go by the wet bulb with the index and, you know, the app that shows us when it's safe for students to be outside.
Yeah, you need to stay in your lane, Mr. Wet Bulb. You're talking
sorry.
wet bulb temperature here on me? That's cool. But basically, are your kids ready for a long practice, for a practice day after day in this heat?
Absolutely. I mean, we keep it fun. We want to make sure the rehearsals are not boring. We make it interesting. There's a joke of the day. We throw out, you know, small challenges, and then we reward the students accordingly. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, everything works out in our favor to get us to where we need to be.
Now, let me ask one of these young gentlemen. Jeremiah, slip over here. Ronnie? Yeah, let's switch places. When I was a young man, I had to play a saxophone with gloves on in West Michigan. How was it toting this heavy beast around?
You know, I've been playing it since freshman year, so I just gotten used to it. But
yeah,
it's fun. I enjoy it a lot.
You know, there's a smaller saxophone available, right?
Yes, I do. But I love this one. Love this one.
The Barry sax. Those Barry sax players are all unique and original. Now, Ethan.
Yes, sir.
Now, you picked an instrument that's not quite a tuba. That's pretty smart, huh?
You could say that.
My daughter played euphonium, and having to hold it out like that, her arms were like noodles when she'd come home. Do you have to incentivize your co-players, your fellow students? Say, come on, just one more hour.
No, not really. We all have fun doing our thing.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Well, good, even in this heat.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
y'all stay cool. I know you get plenty of breaks and all that, water breaks and shade breaks. We're talking about lots of breaks for everybody working and playing outdoors simply because, ooh, it's hot. Take a look and see what you've got there. Hold on, I got to get past my thing. I forgot to advance my map. I apologize. There we go. I'm going to go to a little break, and then we're going to come back. There we go. Temperatures, 100 at McAllen, 100 at Edinburgh. Right now, it's still at the century mark, and the heat index is still pushing past 105. 77 degrees overnight tonight, and then we're going to talk about tomorrow, where we head out the door, and we're still in the low 80s by 8 a.m. But then, folks, we're going to head to the mid-90s by noon, and then by afternoon, 100 degrees is going to feel more like 110 to 115. East-southeast winds, thank goodness they're picking up a little bit. We've had several days of being under the high pressure and having just no wind. Now we've got more breeze because the high is sliding east. Good for us. And 100 degrees, don't forget, feels like 115 when you take in Ronnie Rios's wet bulb temperature, which is the humidity, and that tells you indeed you need to take frequent breaks outside. Drink lots of water. McAllen forecast high tomorrow, 102. Southeast wind 10 to 15, gusting to 20. And then looking at Cameron County, 98 Rancho Viejo, 91 Port Isabel. But everybody feeling in excess of 100. Even 88 at South Padre Island will feel more like 104 to 105. Parents, check that back seat. Everybody stay hydrated. Make sure the pets have shade and water. Don't forget your sunscreen out here. That sun is brutal. Check the AC filters because it's working for a living, that's for sure. Hey, this just in. We've got information about the drought monitor, and look at that. We are still out of the drought monitor map, which means our soil moisture is still enough. I'm not going to say plentiful, but I'll say enough. Sad news is our reservoirs need water. The weekend forecast shakes out with 100 for Saturday and plenty hot, 98 degrees on Sunday. Get yourself an ice cream cone or something to that equivalent because you're going to need to stay cool this weekend, especially if you're working outside. Now another update. I won't make the sound again. Tropical update, and that is that we have another area of potential development coming in out of the eastern Atlantic. But this is forecast in the long-range models to continue moving on toward the western Atlantic and potentially the U.S. East Coast or the Gulf Stream. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But again, the long-range models are suggesting it not threatening the valley at this time. We'll get back to you. Also, the updated forecast from NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, is out. They've bumped the numbers, and now we have the potential for 17 to 24 named storms. And of course, hurricanes 8 to 13. We've already had 2 hurricanes and 2 tropical storms. One of those hurricanes was a major. So we still have a potential of 6 more majors. Holy smokes. Yeah, so it's going to continue to be a very busy season. 7-day forecast shakes it out with a chance for the sea breeze shower to come back next week with a more steady, feature. Today we got lucky. Just a couple people saw a shower. But next week, maybe we'll have a little better opportunity for you. All right, again, I'm here at Harlingen South. The parking lot is hot as the blazes. The band has not really fully come out yet. They always send percussion out early because they're crazy. Percussion people are crazy, right? I was a woodwind. My kids were brass. So there you go. We're going to talk more about the forecast and its impact on you coming up.